hello, hello. Hello?
Hi!
Hi! Okay, I hope everyone can hear everything okay. This is the first time I've done this. Hopefully it all sounds okay. Yes, but hello everyone. It's me, Kiki, and I'm here with Pamu today, and I'm gonna be interviewing her, so yes, hello everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be collabing with you and to have you on my stream today. This is like the first interview I've ever done, so hopefully I'm okay with it. Okay, sorry, let me just turn this down a little. But yeah, how are you doing today, Pamu?
I'm wonderful, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wanted to ask, like, for anyone that doesn't know you, do you want to introduce yourself really quick?
Yeah. So I am Kuranaze Pamu. I am a ryona and girl themed VTuber. I mostly stream on Twitch, but I also started streaming on another site as well. So you can find me on those places.
What's the other site that you stream on?
It's I don't know if I should mention it.
No, feel free to mention it, Pamu. We're open here. You can say anything you want.
Okay. So I recently started streaming on Pomp as well, which I had heard some good things about, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, I've seen on Pomp it's great because they have like not as many rules obviously and restrictions as Twitch or even like other sites where they allow that kind of, you know, content on there, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I'm very thankful that something like that exists.
Oh yeah, no, me too. As a viewer, sometimes, you know, occasionally. Although I've wanted to maybe stream on there for a little bit. I don't know, it's just cool, like not even for that kind of stuff, but just to be on a place with like not as much restrictions. It just feels nice. You know what I mean?
I recommend it, like 110%. Like,
yeah.
Even if you're, you know, not doing anything like that. Just the freedom is like unparalleled.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, for anyone that doesn't know, do you want to explain, like, you know, like what ryona kind of stuff is and how you kind of incorporate that into your content?
So ryona is a genre of fetish, I guess, that involves it's like, to call it like sadomasochism would be kind of like too broad, I guess. It's more like, I guess that would be like, for like a Western audience, I think that would be the best way to describe it, is like sadomasochism for weebs, I guess.
Yeah, like I guess for like the most kind of normie kind of term you could say, I guess that would kind of, you know, explain it, but that's really broad. I guess, like, yeah, for any innocent people here, I guess. But I guess that goes kind of a little bit further than just that, right? Because I feel like for a lot of Western audiences, at least, like, they wouldn't have seen, you know, anything like that before in a lot of, you know, media, unless they're watching, you know, some stuff, because a lot of that kind of thing is, I guess, like, not shown a lot in, like, you know, 3D kind of context. I guess it really couldn't be, unless it was like completely faked, right?
Right. Or like, I guess, you know, I guess the closest thing you could get to ryona is fighting games.
Yeah. Like... No, I actually saw a thing that's like, for some fighting games, they actually, I don't know how to say this, they gotta watch certain things as inspiration for their graphics for certain fighting games. I've seen that before. I mean, and people say that like it's a terribly bad thing, but I think it's cool. At least it's like kind of, yeah, realistic. You know what I mean? To that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, I think they did that for.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I mean, like, so for putting that into your content, I mean, like, what, I guess, so far, because you're relatively new to streaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had maybe like a month and a half.
Wow, I don't know why. I just kind of like figured you'd been streaming for like way longer than that. I don't know why. I just like when I watched your streams before, it seems to come very naturally to you. I remember when I started streaming, I needed like I had so much like I guess what's it called, like dead air, because I couldn't speak and I was so nervous. But I guess like I guess if you're doing something that you enjoy, it kind of, you know, flows naturally for you, right?
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
I worry about dead air a lot, but I think like my inability to like shut up like helps with that.
Yeah, no, it definitely it definitely helps for me. I can't shut up. I got to do like an hour of like just talking before I do any gameplay, because I have to gotta like get it out of my system before I start, because I don't shut up. Yeah, the yapper. They call me the yapping rabbit. But I mean, like, yeah, for like the kind of stuff that you do, like, I mean, I guess, how long have you been watching like VTubers for?
I hate to say it, but I was one of those like 2020 people.
No, that's not a bad thing. I think that's a lot of the time the way that people found that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you know, VTubers have been around longer. I mean, but I didn't get super into, aside from like Kizuna Ai.
Yeah,
like, I watched her, but I mean, who didn't?
Yes,
but
yes.
And then like I didn't, you know, I didn't know that it was so deep, like the rabbit hole, I guess.
Oh,
so.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely, like, people don't even, like, they see on the surface, they see, you know, Holo En, Niji Sanji, but they don't see, like, you know, especially in the JP side of it, because I think it's been bigger for longer. Like, I suppose, like, there's been so many more, like, niches kind of carved out within that, which I think is really cool. Yeah, it's crazy. They're like the rabbit hole that you can kind of go down once you start looking into VTubers. It's crazy. And then people find stuff like you, you know?
Well, I mean, that's how I found, like, Akira, who's, that is my Oshi. Like, Akira is my Oshi. And, you know, I started relatively normal. I started, you know, the Holo Myth, and then I, like, dabbled in Holo JP, and then it just kept going from there.
Yeah. So, I mean, what really, like, kind of made you interested in Akira and her content? I mean, have you always been into, like, you know, this kind of thing beforehand? Or did you, like, discover it through VTubing, or...?
I've definitely always been into this kind of stuff beforehand. But I distinctly remember seeing her posted on Guro-chan of all places.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, you can do that? Like, you can... This isn't, you know, girl, what is this? So...
Yeah. No, I you know, I've dabbled, you know, in those kinds of places, and yeah, I remember seeing her on there too, and she does like such a wide variety of stuff as well. I remember the first thing I saw from her was I think it was like a video of just like hearing her like throwing up, and I was like, nice, you know.
I love her so much.
Yeah, and she does like, she goes to something that I think is really cool. She goes to like conventions and stuff too, like, you know, she has like, you know, songs and stuff like made after her. She's got like so much stuff. It's like I didn't know that kind of stuff was like so, you know, marketable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's something I realized myself, is like people come out of the woodwork. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was surprising that I just, you know, starting off, like, people, I didn't realize as many people were into that. Like,
yeah. Especially, like, I guess, like, I mean, when you see VTubers, like, I don't know, I feel like a specific, like, subset of person, you know, you have to be kind of eccentric enough and enjoy anime and stuff enough to kind of get into it in the first place, and then like you kind of have to be, I guess, you know, like wanting to stream in the first place. And like I don't know, like, to think that people like that, especially like cute girls, would then be like into stuff like that and then want to stream it and stuff is like really cool. And it's crazy to, I guess crazy to know that there's like, you know, VTubers that do that. But I guess the EN scene is still relatively small, right, for this kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm very happy to see it grow.
Yeah, no, me too. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like invited you on, because I'm really like excited to see, you know, more people that are, you know, EN getting into this kind of thing. And I guess, you know, there's some things that I suppose like shied away from, especially, you know, for Westerners. And I guess to see, you know, those parts being explored, you know, to a Western audience is really cool.
Yeah, it makes me feel better about being a weirdo, I guess, because it's like, hey, I'm not the only one anymore.
yeah, like there's others, and I don't know, I mean, I guess there's like so many, I mean, there are a lot of people, I guess, that do like that stuff, because people like you and like Akira and other VTubers that do this kind of thing have like, you know, audiences of dedicated people that are like, oh my gosh, like, wow, this is great. Like, yeah, I mean, so I wanted to just ask, like, what do you think would be like, okay, wait, I'll ask, like, so far, as far as like the like Ryona kind of stuff is gone, like, what has been like, you know, like a standard stream for you where you incorporate that into your streams?
I have like a couple different, I guess, technically punishments, but they're not really punishments for me.
Yeah.
Of like, on Twitch, you know, there's channel points.
Yeah.
So I'll have those, you know, punishments as redeems. And I don't know if you just saw like the apples hit my head. I guess I still have that on.
I saw that. I saw like a bat hit your head too, like before, and I was like, oh, hi.
Yeah, I forgot I left that on.
That's okay. That's okay.
But that's also like incorporated with Twitch. But so for example, like lately I've been playing Hotline Miami.
Yeah. And
every 5 deaths, I'll tickle myself with a tickler.
With a tickler.
And yeah, because you can't say shock collar on Twitch. So
oh, I said, oh right, okay, so that's what it is.
Yes. So every 5 deaths, you know, I'll shock, and then I'll sometimes roll a random number generator, and that because the shocks are adjustable.
Oh.
It's like 1 through 16 or something like that. So, you know, that's something. And then I also I have a writing crop that I keep next to my desk.
Yeah.
And a fun one is those spicy jelly beans.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Like what are they called? I have them on my desk. Bean boozled.
oh my god, those things. Oh, because you said you're gonna eat a certain flavor, and I remember. Do you remember those Bean Boozled challenges that people would do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember eating one that was like dog food flavored, and like instead of chocolate, and I was so sad. Like, I was like, wow, I can't believe like my taste buds would betray me like this. I was so sad. But are there ones where they just have like the spicy flavors?
I mean, they're not. What's weird is they're not bad. They're the taste is good, but I'm very sensitive to spicy. Like for my my affiliate celebration stream, I ate those bulldog noodles with mealworms on top.
Oh and, my gosh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And like, I was so close to throwing up. I've thrown up on stream twice at this point.
Oh, really?
I was so close to throwing up that it wasn't the spice. It wasn't the bugs. It was like I had left the noodles to sit out for like hours, and they just like the texture of like these like cold, sticky, just they were horrible.
Oh my gosh! Wait, was it like, so were the like the worms on top of it like a garnish?
Yeah, I literally dumped like a box of those like flavored mealworms that you get from Amazon, because somebody sent me them as a gift, and I poured them on top like a, and it looked nice.
Yeah. No, I actually was. I saw this website because I've never eaten meat before. Like, I've been vegetarian like my whole life, and I wanted to eat it for the first time, and I like went on this website where you could like get bugs, because I'm like, oh well, I guess the kind of closest thing to meat that isn't meat, I guess technically, is like bugs. So I went to get these. Well, but I went to get these bugs, and it's like, oh, we can't ship them to Australia because we have like terrible like laws here where like nothing can come to the country from other countries, like basically, especially like food, because these are like edible bugs.
Oh.
And I was so disappointed. But like, you could just put mealworms on top of like your noodles. Like, that's so cool.
I've been like wanting to try silkworm pupa next, because I don't want to eat that.
Oh, you don't? I've seen those chocolate covered ones actually.
I feel like those might be okay. Like the mealworms I ate, they were supposed to be like barbecue flavored, but it just tasted like dust.
Dust?
Yeah.
Mealworm dust on top. Oh god, that's horrible. I feel like the chocolate though could like mask the flavor.
Right. Because I mean, it doesn't really taste like anything on its own. It's kind of like tofu. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would say it takes on the flavor around it.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But in the case of these bugs, like, it was really weird. They didn't have a taste. Like, it was bizarre.
It just kind of tasted like the noodles, kind of?
Yeah, like, it tasted, and I didn't even taste, like, the barbecue powder that was on them. It was just, like, dust. Like, sawdust.
Yummy, like, hot noodles and dust and worms, yum. So, I think they've got lots of protein in them, but, so I mean, like, for the kind of stuff that you like to do on stream, so it's not just, like, like the pain stuff, like you'll eat weird things and, like, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, like, anything to maximize, like, Pamu's suffering is what I'll do.
Okay. No, that's cool, because I know some people that, like, maybe want to do stuff like this have, like, kind of, I guess, limits on how far they'll go, or like the kind of things they'll do. I mean, like, do you have any kind of like hard limits for this kind of thing that you like would be like, well, actually, I absolutely wouldn't do that?
I guess, like, I haven't thought about it, to be honest. I'm sure at some point something will come along where I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, well, I got embarrassed to like take a picture of my vomit the other day. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah. I guess when it comes to like IRL stuff,
Yeah. I'll vomit on stream, but like, don't ask me to take a picture of it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's fair.
Not because, like, I don't know, just it really embarrassed me for some reason. Like...
Yeah. No, I mean, like, that's literally like, it's like taking a photo of like your insides coming out, I guess, kind of. So like, I mean, I feel like though, like, I don't know if this is a weird thing to ask, but like, wouldn't like embarrassment be a part of it that you enjoy to like a bit,
Yes, but like different kinds of embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like, there's like an exhibitionist embarrassment, and then there's like a, I pissed my pants at the school play embarrassment. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like two kinds of things. Like, you don't want people to be like secondhand embarrassed for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I like, it's you like it if people kind of are into it, or they enjoy it kind of more so than
right.
people being like, oh, that's horrible, I don't like that. Yeah.
Well, at the same time, like, it's kind of fun to be like gross, I guess, like to be like, okay, somebody hates this, and like that's fun to me. Like...
Yeah, no, I totally understand. Yeah, it's like, I guess, like, I feel like a lot of people that kind of go down the rabbit hole of being into these kinds of things probably like enjoy getting more and more, I guess, degenerative with the things that they like. So I feel like it would kind of come with it. Yeah. Wait, sorry, hang on. I just need to have a sip of my coffee. But yeah, I can understand why, like, yeah, there's different, like, I guess, kinds of embarrassment with that. But, like, I mean, do you have any ideas for cool future projects that you want to do? Or, you know, like, I guess, I don't know, like, cool things that you want to try in the future with your streams?
I definitely want to try ASMR.
Yeah.
Like 110%. I don't often consume it myself.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of an outsider to it. But it's definitely something I'm going to do in the future.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to plan out like what I'm gonna do. I mean, it, you know, picks up sounds better. So
yeah, like those kinds of the 3D IO kind of like mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I have. It's still in the box.
Oh really? Okay. So you've already got like the stuff for it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I just feel like it could be. I'm sure you could come up with like some really cool creative ideas, like a way to like incorporate the stuff that you already do and like make it into ASMR. You could get some really cool scenarios with that, because I know a lot of people, they do like roleplay scenarios when they do ASMR. You know, they like make.
I did something kind of. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Didn't mean to cut you off. I did something kind of similar about a month ago.
Was it your date stream?
Yes.
I didn't watch that. I didn't hear the part where you were screaming or anything.
It would have been a lot better with ASMR mic. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I feel like with the right equipment, like you could make that like, oh my god, so much more immersive and cool. Like, I think it was really good though. I think you've got it in you to like create some really cool like ASMR scenarios.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a whole new world opened up to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm so excited.
I guess that's a cool thing about VTubing, because like a lot of people, I mean, personally, I wanted to do streaming like for a long time, but I was always too shy to like show my face or, you know, do anything like that. But I feel like VTubing, I guess adds that kind of layer of, you know, anonymity to it, where it's a little bit more comfortable, even if you're doing kind of, you know, stranger things as well.
For sure. Like that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, like, would you, like, I mean, I know you do, like, kind of normal streams as well, like, you know, where you don't put stuff into it. I mean, what was the kind of thing that made you decide, like, you know, I want to specifically be doing this kind of content?
Definitely just being an Akira clone. Like,
yeah.
Just wanting to be like her, and just wanting to... I mean, it's always been a weird thing for me, I guess, and to spread it to other people is like my goal.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. So you would want, like, would you say, you know, people that are out there that want to do this kind of stuff, like, would you encourage them to do it?
100%, because it's like doing something you're into and something you love, like, yeah. I feel like people can tell. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, I feel... Yeah. So, I would much rather, you know, debase myself. But it's really fun, and, you know, to anyone who's, like, watching this and thinking of doing it too, like, please, like, no matter what it is, as long as, you know, you're happy doing it, because I know I am. So
yeah, exactly. You know, you heard it. You start shocking yourself on stream with a shock collar, guys, you know. No, but I think you're totally correct. Like, if you know, I think the people that genuinely enjoy the kind of stuff they do, like, especially if you're doing something like what you're doing, people can definitely tell. Like, imagine doing something like that and you hate it. Like, that would suck. You're literally just hurting yourself for no reason on stream. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they could be into the fact that they don't like it. I guess in a weird roundabout way. I'm trying to think about it. I don't know. Yeah, but no, I mean, I like, you know, I think that's the thing for me. Like, I like the idea of the stuff that you're doing. I think I'd just be a bit too nervous to like do it, you know, on stream or anything. It is a complicated thing. I guess for a lot of...
I totally understand.
Yeah, like for a lot of people it's like more of a, I guess, fantasy thing. You know what I mean? And actually Yeah.
I mean, like, I think of it this way, like, it's technically 2D, right?
Yeah.
It's still, you know, it's still 2D, so...
Yeah. And you know, there's only so much of it, I guess, you can really do to yourself. I mean, when you look at, like, I guess the, you know, like, the guru sites and stuff, like, you see people with, like, limbs off and, like, you know, like, certain, like, stuff like that, and you're like, well, you know, I can't exactly do this to myself without, like, dying, so, I don't know. I mean,
that's like the fun thing about toggles is, you know, I have a bloody version of my model too, like...
Ooh, that's cool. You can like put like blood all over your face and stuff.
Yeah, I've got like blood and bruises and stuff to like, you know,
that's cool.
For the immersion, you know what I mean?
You should like do it like at some point when you can, like, of like maybe like those like shock collar streams where over time, like, you could have it set to every time like you get shocked or something, your model like gets more and more like kind of like bruised up and like bloody and stuff.
That's genius.
Yeah, to like show the immersion over time, so people could go in and be like, aha, okay, I see, like, she's been shocked this many times.
I love that idea. That's great.
Yeah, or like put a little counter up for like how many times, you know. That could be cool. I don't know. It's kind of or like you could have a model. I don't know if you like specifically like this. I just know like it's a thing that some people are into, that like that kind of stuff. Like you could have a model that has like no arms and no legs.
Yeah, like V-Roid nugget.
Exactly. That could be so cool. Like, that's the thing, you could do so many like cool things with it. Like, I don't know, and you know, there's definitely artists that would be like really excited to make something like that for a VTuber. You know?
For sure.
Yeah. That's the thing, there's like so many people that would enjoy, like, you know, seeing, and like the, I guess, the creation behind that too. Like, it's like so unexplored right now, but like there's so much, you know, if you utilize the technology, you can make it like really cool, you know?
Yeah, that's, you know, the future is now.
Exactly. I mean,
the future is now, and the future is Ryona. Like, that's just how it is now.
And I mean, the fact that VTubers even exist is like so strange and futuristic in itself. Like, just, you can make it like really cool, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just taking it to like the next logical step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, as far as like, I mean, I don't know if this is like a, I don't know why I keep saying, I don't know why this is like a strange thing to ask, but I guess like as far as, okay, I don't know if you saw, I suppose in a stream like this it would be worth bringing up. So I saw, this is kind of, I guess, how Ryona VTubers, I mean, I knew about them before this was like kind of shown, but like before the first time it was kind of shown to the public, you know, like, God, I can't remember her name. Oh, I wish I remembered, but you know the girl that like stapled herself shut?
Kama!
Yes!
Kama!
Yes!
I love her!
So,
I miss her.
Yeah, no, me too. I followed her on Twitter and she followed me back and I was like, what? You're crazy! You're crazy. But I guess like as I kind of like the whole like idea of the stuff that she did, like the, I guess, experimenting on yourself kind of aspect of it. Like, would you ever like kind of do, I mean, obviously, you know, not as extreme, but like, would you ever do like kind of IRL things like that, or would you only put it like, I guess, you know, 2D?
I actually have plans to do, maybe not as extreme, but I have a Kigurumi mask in production.
No fucking way!
Yes, yes! Because I'm just an Akira copycat. So.
No, that's so cool! I was thinking more VTubers should do shit like that. That's awesome. So, like,
I'm all about the immersion, you know?
Yeah! So you'll do, like, live streams with that? Or, like, you'll do certain, you know, things with that on?
Yeah, I just gotta find where to do stuff like that, because like as far as I know it's not allowed on Pomp.
Yeah.
So I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Wait, why is that not allowed on Pomp? That's so rude.
I don't know. I didn't like pry, I guess. I just heard, you know, it's I don't know.
Is it because it's IRL?
I think so, and I think because it's like self-harm, but you know,
yeah, I guess that's a tricky thing, I guess, in general about, you know, this kind of thing, is because so many people will say, oh, self-harm. It's like, well, it's not, I mean, technically, I guess.
I mean, there is harm being done to the self, but
yeah,
it's not self-harm, like,
yeah. Because it's not like it's not in like an emotional coping mechanism kind of thing. It's more like, you know, for fun.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Oh yeah, someone just put in a good idea. Yeah, like maybe an adult site that allows BDSM kind of things would be allowed. You know, you'd be allowed to do that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. And I like places like that usually require like verification and stuff too. So.
Yeah,
I'll look into that. Like once the mask comes in, because it should be about mid-June that it comes in.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm hyped for you. That's gonna be awesome. So like, is it gonna look like you, like with, you know, everything? Oh my god.
It's actually gonna be based on my future Live 2D, that I also have in production.
Oh my god.
I have not revealed it yet.
Okay.
But soon.
Soon? It's on its way?
Yes.
That's gonna be so cool. And I'm just thinking about all the cool toggles that you can create, like, with a live 2D model. Like...
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's gonna be so cool. Like... Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
That's so cool. And you know, like, I guess with a live 2D model, there's like, I don't know, like with your 3D, like, do you do? Because I've seen, I've had a little look around, you know, on these streams and stuff. I saw you like playing games with like your 3D model. Like, that's really cool. Like, do you think you'll do many like 3D model games and stuff?
I think so. Like, it was really fun doing Stepmania with like full body tracking.
I love Stepmania.
It's so fun, especially like when people can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, and that was also the first time I puked on stream. So.
Oh really? Wait, you did? You puked on stream? Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me save that for later. Let me have a. Oh my god, that's so like. So did you puke on stream because it was like just too tiring?
Yeah, I had like eaten beforehand.
Oh.
And I eat this like everyone made fun of me for it when I posted it, but I took like an Irish banger and like some cheese and I put it in the microwave.
Oh yum! That sounds good actually.
It was good, but it looked horrible.
Yeah, but sometimes the most horrible looking food like tastes the best.
Exactly. But
yeah.
I literally ate it like, I don't know, like maybe 20 minutes before the stream or something, and then I proceeded to like move.
Yeah. Rip. Oh no.
Yeah, that was not a good combo.
No, oh my gosh, especially throwing that out, like, I don't know, like, some things just taste a lot better on the way up, and other things do not. I assume that wouldn't.
It was not great.
Would you ever do streams, like, where you would, like, kind of... So, listen, I'm not trying to say that you should. I mean, I don't really know how to do this because I don't want to... Because people will be like, oh, you know, she's encouraging her to self-harm. I'm just giving you ideas, okay? I'm just...
Yeah!
I'm just saying...
Yeah, I was gonna do it anyway. I was gonna do it anyway.
But, like, you could do something where you, like, eat, like, a ton of food and then do something like that. And then, like, do it kind of, I guess, intentionally. You know, perhaps? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess, like, with that kind of stuff, like, would you intentionally do stuff like that where you'd, like, I guess, push your body in those kinds of ways, you know, with that kind of stuff?
I mean, that's what I was kind of aiming for when I was eating the spicy noodles and worms.
Yeah.
But I was also challenging myself to keep it down.
Yeah.
And I ended up, you know, winning my challenge, I guess.
No, that's good. I guess with some things, like, it's better if you, like, yeah, eat it, and other things it's better if you don't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm being supportive. Yeah, this isn't, no, it's not self-harm, I guess. I mean, like, however, like, would you do, like, other things, like, with, like, sorry, I don't know, like, how, like, far you go with this kind of stuff, but, like, with, like, you know, with, like, other bodily fluids or whatever?
I mean, I wouldn't be, like, opposed. It's just a matter of, like, making it work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, making it, immersive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like if I just, like, do it, like, off camera, like, it's like it doesn't have the effect that I want. At least, like, when I did the Stepmania stream, I was doing the full body tracking.
Yeah.
And when I moved, like, when I literally got down on my knees to, like, puke into an Aldi bag. And this was the only thing I had.
Yeah.
And like, you know, my whole body moved, and I felt like it was more immersive. But
yeah,
and I have done stuff with other fluids, just not on streams. So
yeah. So it's like something that I mean, before you started streaming, did you just do that kind of thing, like, yourself, like, just for fun?
I mostly just consumed it. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
like, I consumed it and didn't think that I could really do it.
Yeah.
But it's like, this has been like wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like have you oh, sorry. Have you, like, seen stuff and been like, oh, like, I wish I could kind of do that kind of thing, and then you've done it? It feels really nice, like, being able to, I guess, do things that you didn't think you'd be able to?
Yeah, actually, anyone who was in my Discord for the Kirby Cup situation.
Please explain.
That was...
Please explain. I need context.
Okay, so so I was consuming some media, and thought, okay, I want to do that too, even though, like, it's not on stream, it was just something that, like, I wanted to do for myself.
Yeah.
And then it just happened to share it with everyone else too. But I have this Kirby cup set. Like, they're little plastic mugs.
Ooh, cute.
And they're super cute. One is purple and it's got, like, Waddle Dee and Kirby on it, and then another one is yellow, and then the pink one is just Kirby's face.
That's cute.
So I peed in it.
Right. Why are you so embarrassed about this?
Because it's like, in retrospect, like, why did I do that? Like, I like vastly underestimated like how much I like needed to go. So it was, like, all over
and
the
it
floor.
overflows. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was that like post-nut clarity of like, oh, I gotta clean this up now.
Yeah. That's like the worst. Like when you see something and you're like, oh my god, I need to do this right now. And it's like, oh fuck, okay. Now there's like an absolute mess everywhere.
Here's the consequences of my actions.
I must, before people keep bullying me in the chat about it, I must confess something about this kind of thing. Okay, considering we're here. So I like to stream for like, you know, a lot of hours, you know, sometimes, and I usually drink like 2 like mugs of like black coffee every stream, you know, just like before I start, just because it's, you know, a fun exciting thing to do. And
yeah,
as you can, I don't know if you can see, but on my channel I have a mug emote. Now the thing with this is sometimes I don't want to have to get up every 5 minutes to go, you know, so
yeah, I get it. I'm right there with you.
You see men with bottles and you're like, fuck, I wish I could do that. Like, oh, like bottles are so much easier because like they would be so much easier for men, you know. But as a girl, it's like, well, that's too much of a small hole, you know. So
yeah, you can't like aim it in there.
No.
I mean, I suppose with effort.
With
effort, you could do it.
You'd have to practice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, sometimes it just happens. It just happens. But I got this well, I didn't get it. My mom got it for me, like this Stanley Cup thing. So now like I don't need to use mugs anymore. I don't do it in a cup because I like the cup too much. So yeah. But yeah, it's terrible when it like kind of goes all over the floor and it's like, oh well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, how are you supposed to know exactly how much, like, you know, fluid ounces are coming out of you? So
exactly, like, you don't know. Like, sometimes you like feel it like leaking, and you're like, fuck, it's over. Like, what do I do? The only issue with this is I've never cleaned my floor or my chair. So my room's just disgusting. I guess that
I feel you on that.
it's horrible, and I do it on stream sometimes, and there's these poor new viewers that have no idea, and I'm like, oh no, like. I mean, do you ever get people in your stream that like don't know what's going on, like poor tourists, and they're like,
yes,
what are you doing?
Okay, so I did GeoGuessr recently, and these like 2 people were in my chat, and they were like trying to give me like actual legitimate advice, and like, so I would shock myself, and they'd be like, why is she making that noise? Like, what is this? Like,
oh no, that's horrible.
I felt so bad because it's like, but at the same time, like, good. Like, I'm glad I'm exposing them to degeneracy. Like...
Yeah, no, good, exactly. I'm like, I mean, if you put 18 plus in the name, and you
do,
then I mean, they can't. Like, why else would you put 18 plus on a GeoGuessr stream? Like, come on, you know, like.
Yeah. It shouldn't be a surprise.
That's fucking funny. It's really funny. You can't hold off on the degeneracy just because there's like a couple people that don't know what's going on there. Like, you can't stop it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, this is my stream. This is Pamu's world, and you are just living in it, okay?
Yeah. They can't stop you. That's really funny. They're probably just like, is she okay? Like, is she crying? Is she like, is she getting hurt? Are you okay? Like, we gotta help her. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe like even you could like get more people into it, you know, by doing stuff like that. Maybe someone could discover something new about themselves by watching it.
Yeah, like that's how I think about it too, because like that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't, so when I was like really little, I was like deathly afraid of like blood and gore.
Yeah.
Like I remember like I saw like South Park or something, and like there was like a little bit of blood, and I was like, oh, I can't see this. And now look at me.
Exactly. Like how, like what was your first, like, I guess the way that you discovered it first? Like did you have like a I guess like epiphany, you know, like an eye-opening experience to it?
Yeah, actually, I saw somebody post pages of Mai-chan's daily life.
Oh shit! Okay.
And that was like, I was like, what is this? Like, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Until I went out of my way to read it myself, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I just discovered something about myself, and it was all downhill from there.
I think that's a lot of the time like how people discover it too, like through like, you know, manga and like eroge kind of stuff, you know. I think that's how a lot of people kind of learnt about guru things, you know, through that kind of stuff, which I think is cool. And I think more people are learning about it through VTubing and stuff as well. Like, I don't know, I mean, like I don't know, I'm like a whole, I like a whole ton of things as far as degeneracy goes, but definitely by seeing VTubers like doing stuff like that, it's definitely reignited the interest I have in it.
Good, I'm glad. Like that's my goal right there.
Yeah.
Like if I can do that for people, then I'll know that I'm like achieving my dream.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a really cool way to look at it, because I know some people probably would more so be like, oh, you know, that's like, or I don't want anyone who doesn't like it to look at it, and it's embarrassing, and you know, it's not for everyone. But it's like, no, like people like, you know, that like might find something new, you know, about themselves, might spread the degeneracy throughout the world. Yeah. Have you, oh, by the way, because I know you just mentioned like you saw like, you know, South Park and the gore in it. Have you ever seen, because I remember this is something, has nothing to do with gore, or whatever. I mean, I'd hope not. I hope no one would get aroused by it, but, you know, have you seen stuff like Happy Tree Friends? Because I remember,
oh
like...
my god, yes!
Because I remember that was like my, like, one of like my first exposures to just like casual gore, and I was like, what? What is this?
It was, like, for the time, very shocking. Like,
yes!
For sure, it was shocking.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if something like that could really exist today.
Oh, no.
Like, you know what I mean? Like...
Definitely not. Like... there's, I mean, otherwise it would be banned everywhere, because people would be like, oh my god, there's like this kids show that's like, you know, like indoctrinating children into seeing gore. It's like, yeah, you can't have that cool shit on the internet anymore.
No, like I had this like DVD.
Yeah.
It was my dad's, and it had like, it was a showcase of like mostly like Flash animation at the time.
Yeah.
And it was Dr. Turan, Happy Tree Friends, and something else I don't remember. But I remember, I don't even remember what episode of Happy Tree Friends it was, but that was like my first exposure to it. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Like, that's a tricky thing, I guess, about like the internet now. Like, people who like kind of so scared of, I guess, the wrong people coming across, like stuff like that, where, you know, adult content or like more edgier things are just not like a frowned upon now. Like it's like the entire internet is just cleansed. But you know, I think on certain sites where it's like even stuff like Twitter, like you know, people should be allowed to kind of post and look at that kind of stuff if you're in a space where it's just adults. You know, I don't think there
for
should
sure
be an
like,
issue with that. You know.
Yeah, that's what I like a lot about like image boards. Like you know, there used to be more of them. Not so much now. Everything's kind of, I guess, like, what's the word? Like, homogenized to Twitter.
Yes, exactly.
So, but it sucks because, like, you can't find things as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't kind of, I guess, even, like, discuss things about, you know, like, that was the cool thing about even, like, forums and image boards where you'd be able to find, like, some image board or forum for like any niche thing ever. Like you'd just be able to find it and discuss it with people that enjoy it as well.
Yeah, I miss that. Like
yeah,
my two favorite back in the day were one I don't even think exists anymore. Well, there were three. There were three.
Okay.
There was Guro-chan,
yes,
which was my absolute favorite. That was my home. There was another one called Desu-chan, which I don't think still exists.
Yeah. I probably spoke to you on that.
Yeah, and then Pushlimmer, which was like, it was a like refugees from JP who just wanted to talk about nothing but Toho.
Yes,
so...
yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, nice. Very respectable. That's so cool. I like went on archives up there recently, like to find some like Touhou stuff on there. Yeah, I mean, sorry, just kind of going off topic just for 1 second. But what's your favorite game of the series? Just wondering.
Perfect Cherry Blossom. That was my first. That was my favorite. I love Perfect Cherry Blossom.
Yeah.
Like, because of like Marissa stole the precious thing.
Oh yes.
But I saw it. That was my first exposure to Toho, and I was like, I have to know more. Like, I love these character designs. What is this?
Yeah.
So I download Perfect Cherry Blossom off of, I think it was like shrinemaiden.net, which probably still exists.
Yeah.
And it was not what I was expecting. Like, I thought it was going to be some kind of like JRPG. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they kind of make it look like with the design.
Yeah, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it's just bullet hell difficulty, screaming over dying all the time and not using your bombs quick enough, you know, it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, that's something that I really enjoyed about actually, like, even the fan base, because from, like, such a... Well, I guess, I mean, my kind of... The ones I enjoy mostly are, like, the PC98 ones. I really like those.
Yeah. Those are really underrated.
Yeah, severely underrated. But I know like most of like the kind of the characters that people talk about the most came after that. But like still, I guess like, yeah, it's cool because such like silly little bullet hell games like with awesome music will like turn into like this like amazing like lore, and then eventually like, you know, like a fan anime and stuff. Like there's just so much stuff like and so much community came out of that, even like those little characters. Yeah.
I used to like, I was obsessed with, there was a Toho forum, like a bulletin board forum, and I spent like 99% of my waking hours on there.
Oh really?
Like, and it was just like talking about it because this was back before, you know, like back before Bad Apple.
Yeah.
Like, nobody knew what Toho was. So for me to find other people, I was just like, it was like heaven for me. Like I couldn't believe that like there was this whole world of other people that knew what I was talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was awesome. And then now there's conventions for it. Like one just happened in California. So
yeah,
it's crazy. I can't believe that it's what it is today.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about it. And like, I guess, yeah, people are like so into it, and that's something that I also like, how there's a lot of like, I mean, conventions are like way more of a I guess like a widespread thing now, but something that I actually really enjoyed was like the comfy little like conventions that they would have for like such specific things. Like I don't know what your views are on this, but I quite enjoy a little bit of My Little Pony every so often, and like they have so many cool like conventions for My Little Pony stuff, and even like just stuff like that. Like I don't know. Oh, also like actually I think one of like a kind of similarly to like Happy Tree Friends, like a guru thing that I saw, like, well, not like a sexual guru thing, but like a gore thing, was like in a lot of like the older like My Little Pony flash animations, there's like such a huge community of people that put gore into it for some reason. Like I don't know if you've come across any of them, but there was like this game that came out, and they basically like you play as this pony, like, and it's like a normal platformer, and then like all these like gore images just show up, and it's like
I've never heard of that. I'll have to try and find it.
Yeah, like within that community there's so much overlap for some reason. It's like very strange.
Yeah, like I remember fluffies, which were just like yukari, but like ponies, and I remember being like, this is the same thing.
Yeah.
This is the same thing.
Yeah, I really like, oh, by the way, just to put it out there, I don't like the ponies in that way, just saying, okay? just in case anyone was wondering. No, okay, I watched that as a kid, I don't feel that way about the ponies, but for some reason there's overlap, which is funny. Yeah, there's like, such a huge, like, I don't know, for some reason, like, anime and cartoons, I guess maybe because with drawings it's so much easier to create like crazy scenarios, you know, like when you've drawn it, like there's just so much overlap there, which is really cool. I mean, like, okay, I don't know if this is like as strange thing to ask, but like as far as even like before you started streaming, I know you said that you kind of only like looked at that kind of stuff really before you started, but like so far, like what do you think is the most like kind of crazy thing that you've done, like just in general around that kind of thing?
Definitely harapaning myself until I puke.
Oh my god.
That was something I did not expect to be doing this soon.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah. That's really an Akira thing. That's really cool.
It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. No, I am not taking notes. I'm just finding it interesting. I find it very interesting. Yeah, that's respectable. I mean, like, afterwards, like, do you get, like... Because I know something that people enjoy from it, and something, I guess, that makes it enticing in a way is, like, the bruises and stuff that, like, gets, like, you get covered in after. Like, did you get, like, really bruised?
I had, like, a really big bruise, like, a big purple like circle.
Oh my gosh.
Right under like my diaphragm, because that's where I kept hitting, was like right there.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't think I was gonna throw up, because I was like, you know, I'm not directly hitting my stomach. I was just trying to like knock the air out of myself. Yeah. And I didn't knock the air out of myself, but I knocked the fried rice, shrimp fried rice that I had out of myself.
No, not the shrimp fried rice. Oh my gosh. So like, yeah, maybe you were just hitting the spot like right near your stomach or something, you know, even if you were like kind of hitting around that area. Or I guess even like, I mean, similarly to like when you were dancing, like I guess if you physically exert yourself enough, you could just like puke from the like, you know, like adrenaline that comes from that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, it's so, there's definitely a like endorphin rush that you feel after throwing up.
Yeah.
And it's like it's nice.
It's nice, yeah.
It's nice. I mean, like, and then you feel gross. Like,
No,
then you feel like, ugh.
No, why do you feel that?
Like, I don't like the taste of vomit.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's totally fair.
So, and like you're not supposed to brush your teeth directly afterwards.
I hate that so much. Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
it.
so you just have to like stew in it.
Yeah, because it's like I think the outer layer of your like enamel like can get like kind of brushed off because of the stomach acid coming on your teeth, and then brushing it off. It's really bad. But yeah, I guess just don't puke too often and you should be fine.
Yeah,
even if it's like yucky to kind of post puke clarity. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Post puke clarity.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, that's like, I guess, like, probably, yeah, I mean, I would, that sounds like, I mean, what gave you the idea for that, like, to start doing that?
I had a redeem for it.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, it was like, I don't remember how much it was. I was trying to save up for the Kigurumi mask.
Yeah.
So, I was like, a certain amount, I don't remember what it was, and I'll hot upon.
Yeah.
So, I kept getting like donations, and then I was like, well,
yeah, it's time.
What better incentive than this?
Yeah. So you did that on stream?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. And I mean,
yeah, it was on Pomp.
Oh, okay, right. Because I was thinking like, Twitch might be a bit like weird with that. I don't know though.
Yeah, that would definitely be. I mean, as a VTuber, there is like, what is it, like plausible deniability of that. It's just role playing. Like that's what I say. I mean, I even say that on Pomp. I'm like, oh, don't get worried. It's just role play. Because I remember my second stream on there, one of the site admins came in, and they were like, what do you mean by shot collar? Like, what do you mean by that?
Oh.
And I was like, this is a perfectly controlled, safe thing that I'm doing. But I understand your concern. I get it. But I know what I'm doing, and I'll be okay.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about it. Because, like, people like, self-harm. Can't do it. It's bad.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, I don't know. It's dumb. Like, if people can get tattoos, why can't I punch myself in the stomach? Like,
exactly.
Let me do what I want.
Actually, I've seen some people even like specifically get tattoos for that reason. Like, have you seen the people like that? What's it called? I think it's called like blackout. Like tattoos where they just get like their entire arm like just tattooed like completely like with ink, like just like, and it's like some kind of, I guess they talk about it like some kind of cool experience where you endure the pain for a certain amount of time, and like that's like a cool thing, which is like,
I definitely get it. I don't think I could do that though.
Oh no, me neither. But like if people can do that, then I mean like, and people say it's art, then it's like, well, punching yourself in the stomach can be art as well.
Exactly. Like, I am art. I'm an anime girl.
Exactly.
So...
Everything you do is art because of an anime girl thing.
Exactly.
Yes. yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, I guess over time, like I think what a cool thing for you, I think over time will be is like, I guess knowing like your limits and how far to push yourself with that kind of stuff, like. But like, do you ever fear that you'll like hurt yourself like really badly, or have you like looked up beforehand? Because I know there's specific ways like to, like choke yourself or punch yourself. Like there's certain spots you don't go to and stuff. Like I mean,
right?
Like, are you nervous medically?
A little bit, because I did read like with the shot collar, I don't always put it around my neck because like if you have it, I guess, near to your heart, that could be an issue. Yeah. So I'll move it, from my neck to my thigh.
Okay.
Like I'm taking precautions. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
To go into this completely blind and like guns a-blazing, I feel like would be not a good idea.
No, because I guess like, even like, I guess with like, BDSM and stuff, like people that, I guess it's like you're doing it to yourself and not someone else, but I know with people that do it to others, like, they need like actual training and stuff if they want to like properly do it without hurting someone else. You know what I mean? Like in a Like, well, I mean, obviously they'll be hurting them, but like in a damaging long-term kind of way.
Yeah, it's like I said, I get it.
Yeah,
but I've done my research.
yeah. I think as long as you do your research, that's the important thing. But it seems like you know what you're doing, and you know like what precautions to take and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like definitely.
What do they say? Safe, sane, and consensual, you know, is the important things with, you know, that kind of stuff. Like hurting yourself and stuff. Yeah. It can easily become dangerous / abusive. I mean, yeah, but like not when you're doing it to yourself, I guess, unless you somehow have a split personality and you're like one personality is abusing the other. Or something.
Yeah.
How would that even work? I don't know. But I don't know, like that's really cool though. I mean, like, would you ever like have you ever done stuff like, oh gosh, I don't know how to say it. I know some people are into like bloodletting and like stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Have you done stuff like that before? Like, do you do like knife play things, or like, you know, like putting designs in yourself? Like, have you ever done anything like that?
Not on stream.
Yeah.
That is another thing I have to be kind of careful about. Like, if I do like blood play with myself, like it has to be very superficial.
Yeah.
Because I have like really, it's mild. It's very mild, but I have like very mild hemophilia.
Oh.
So I have to be careful. Like, that's something I have to be careful with.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, be careful with that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, that's good that you're careful with it though, and that you know that you know that's a limit, you know, or like don't go too far with it. Yeah, that's spooky. Like, do you ever get nervous that like, you know, something will go too far and that you'll need to go like, you know, go to the hospital or something?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it would just be really embarrassing. Like,
yeah, but
why are you here? Because I was like trying to like, you know, get myself off. Like, there would be like the people that like show up at the ER with like you know, coconuts up their asses or whatever. Like, it would be so embarrassing.
No, there's like a huge amount of people that show up to the ER like with, like, I saw this video of this surgery and this guy like they were surgically removing like a huge like dildo out of this dude's ass, like huge, and it like got stuck there. Like, people,
no!
Yeah. Or like, have you seen like, I mean, like the old like Pain Olympics or like shock videos?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Did you hear that the Pain Olympics stuff was fake?
Yeah, which was a little disappointing.
I was so
because,
disappointed.
Like, yeah, well, I mean, it was like when I learned that Faces of Death wasn't real.
Yeah.
Like, I felt really let down because they were like, oh, you know, one of the things in this video is real, but you don't know which one. And then it turns out it was all fake. So I was like, who cares?
That was so rude.
Like,
yeah.
I could just watch like a horror movie and have the same experience. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Like, oh, and you know what? You know why I brought that up? Because I was thinking of what's it called? The guy that had to go to hospital because of you know, one man, one jar, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy, his poor butt.
Imagine like explaining that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would be the hard part for me. Not the like glass shards in my butthole, but the whole like I have to explain why there are glass shards in my butthole.
Exactly. And I think it would be even more funny if like, because I saw this interview that someone did with doctors, and they were talking about like, oh, that work in the ER and like some of the weird stuff that they've seen, and people like, you don't know how many things miraculously turn up in people's butts because they slip. A lot of people are like, oh, I just slipped on a jar and it came up there, you know, just went there, and I don't know.
Like, at that point, why even lie?
Yeah, don't lie when you're trying to get medical help. No.
Yeah.
You will never see them again. Like, be honest. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, well, there's no way that you'd be able to slip on it. Like, how does that, unless you have, like, a really, like, huge butt that just somehow, like, sucks it up and breaks it. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Like, just thinking about it, every time I think about it, I envision, him, like, after it breaks, like, him pulling the pieces, like, of glass out of, like, in clumps. Like, with, like, blood going down his hand. It's like, oh, just go to the hospital. Like, he's trying to fix it.
Don't try and fix it yourself.
Yeah. I think he probably is thinking, oh god, this is gonna be so embarrassing to explain. Like,
yeah. Like, I remember, okay, this isn't as really anywhere near as bad as that, but
Yeah.
I remember, like, I was at my mom's, like, friend's house or whatever, and I was, like, crawling on the floor for some reason.
yeah.
And then, like, I felt this, like, weird, like, cold feeling in my knee.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's weird or whatever. So I stand up and I look down, and there's this, like, maybe, like, 3-inch piece of glass in my knee.
No, ouch.
And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I... It was like that Family Guy bit where it was like, do I leave it in or pull it out? Like,
No.
what do I do?
Always leave it in. Always leave it in.
And yeah, and then, like, my mom tried to pull it out, and in retrospect, I really should have gone to the hospital.
Yes! Yeah! In your knee? Like,
Apparently, like, my mom's friend's, like, coffee table had broken,
yeah.
and they thought they got all the pieces of glass. But they didn't.
Oh, I missed a huge fucking 3-inch piece.
Yeah! Yeah, and it was like, how do you miss that? Like, my mom was so mad.
Yeah, no.
She was so mad.
I'd be mad too. Like, I remember a time I should have gone to hospital and I didn't. It's like, I must have been maybe 4 or something, and I was, like, getting ready for, like, the bath, and I was hopping in, and, like, I slipped over because of, like, all the bubbles that was in it, and I, like, basically, like, face planted, like, onto the side, like, and it's, like, all, like, made out of, like, yeah, and I cracked my chin open, so my, like, chin was, like, yeah, kind of, it was cracked off to the point where I must have, like, I can't even, like, really remember, but I remember, like, it felt kind of numb, and, like, when I came out to my, like, mum about it, like, I just walked out and I was like, haha, it looks like a second mouth, and I, because, like, when I was talking, it was, like, going up and down, like,
that sounds like something I would have said too. Like,
yeah,
like, okay, so, you know that, like, on your gums, in between your front teeth, there's, like, that little bump?
yeah,
Well, like, I had, like, a pen cap, and I kept just poking at it because it felt good.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, like, it like popped, and my mouth was full of blood. And I come out to my mom, and I open my mouth, and there's, like, just a bunch of blood coming out, and I go, I'm a vampire. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
oh my gosh, was that painful, like,
It really wasn't. Like, I feel like there was just, like, a lot of, like, blood vessels or something in that little part
probably,
of your gums or something. And it was like, I was more concerned about looking like a vampire than I was, like, you know,
yeah, like, look at all this blood, it's
bleeding.
cool.
Yeah. I was so proud.
Yeah. You know, there's something weird about the taste. Like, I mean, I'm sure, like, you've tasted, like, your own blood before, like, on purpose,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, it always tastes so weird. It's like kind of irony. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like maybe that's why I like blood so much, is like, I'm, like, really anemic. So
Yeah.
maybe it's just my body being like, please put some iron in me. We don't care how you get it.
You just re-swallow it, like, to get the iron back into your body. I mean, that's probably not how it works, but
It's
funny.
recycling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, yeah, coppery. But I mean, like, has it do you think, like, I guess because you like the stuff that you like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, be like an armchair psychologist here, but I do know when people, there's like two ways I think that people develop certain like fetishes or things that they're into. Like, firstly would probably be childhood experiences, and secondly would just be like now, like, plagued by, like, your mind is messed up by the internet. You've looked at too much stuff and like you've gone down that rabbit hole. Like, do you think it's one or the other, or like a mix of both for you?
I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
But like a lot of mine used to be like a trauma kind of thing. Like I said, like I was, you know, really afraid of blood.
Yeah.
So then I ended up having a fetish for it. And then like vomit. Like I used to be deathly afraid of vomit because like when I was really little, like I would ride the bus to school and somebody was always throwing up. Like always.
No, that's horrible.
It was a really long ride. Like it was a long ride, and I used to live in England, so the roads are really twisty there.
Yeah.
And so long ride combined with twisty roads combined with kids eating like, you know, sugar for breakfast is just
lots of
puke
vomit.
city.
Yeah.
Yes. So I remember there was one particular experience where this kid like was throwing up all day, and he sat behind me on the bus and he threw up on my shoes, and I was like, well, this sucks. So then later on the way home, like the bus driver was like, you know, talking to his mom, and he was like, dude, come get your kid, like he's like puking everywhere, like do something. And she was like, no, I have to go to work. And then so she left the kid on the bus, and I used to sit in the front of the bus on the way home because I was like, I absolutely adored my bus driver. He was awesome. Aww. And so I was sitting in the front, and they put that kid up at the front too. They put him in the seats opposite of me, and I remember the bus driver trying to give him a lollipop because he was like, oh, maybe it's like, you know, the smell, because England stinks.
Yeah.
So he was like, maybe it's the smell that's making you sick. So he gave him a lollipop to smell, and that didn't do anything.
No,
because
no
that
shit.
Kid, he was like a fucking volcano. Like there was just very distinctive food. I think we had like, I don't know if you've got them in Australia, but for school lunches there were these like cheese breadsticks. Like they would come in like giant frozen things or whatever.
Yes. We had them at our canteen at school. Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
And he like barfed those everywhere.
Oh, that's disgusting. That would ruin them for you forever.
Yeah. So I was just like, I remember my mom had to come get me off the bus. Like the bus driver was like, hey, you know, your kid is like catatonic. Like, can you come get her? So my mom had to literally like carry me off the bus because I was so messed up by that.
Yeah.
And like now I'm like, you know, making myself puke on stream. So that's just how things go.
That's a way to get over the fear of vomit, I guess. God, imagine that poor kid. Like, you know when people say like embarrassing things that happened to you in your life, like no one's gonna remember it. Like, you know that the girl's probably forgotten.
I remember it.
Nope, I remember, and then talking about it on like a live stream to people.
Hey kid, if you're watching this and you're probably like an adult now, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you for vomiting on the bus.
Yeah, I think he was like 5 too. Like,
no, should have held it in.
Yeah. It was horrible.
They should have had those like, especially for kids, like at school, like definitely get like those vomit bags, you know.
Yeah, like I don't know. In retrospect, why didn't anyone give this kid a fucking grocery bag?
Yeah, like literally, it could have been anything, like to vomit in.
He gave him a lollipop. What were you thinking?
Yes, this lollipop, it will cure everything.
What were they thinking?
God, people are laughing at the fact that I agreed with you, saying that England smells like shit.
It does!
It does.
Okay. I know this is so off topic. This is so off topic, but
it's okay.
I remember when I was living there, I was going from like one town to another, and it was my mom and me and her friend in the car, and we were like,
yeah,
wow, that's a really bad smell. Like, what is that? And we were like, oh, you know, it's just England. It's just England. So then we kept driving, you know, whatever. Turns out it was 2 fucking dead bodies.
Oh my god, wait, really?
Yeah. Yes, just dumped. So there were like canals or ditches or whatever on the sides of the road. And like the serial killer like dumped 2 girls in there. And what we thought was just England smelling bad was actually 2 dead bodies.
That's horrible. That reminds me of that oh god, Monty Python, like bring out your dead. Like that's
I mean, they brought him out and they stuck him right in the fucking ditch. So
that's
just what you do in England, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's the most like England, like an old England thing to do. Just leave the fucking dead bodies out. No, it's just England, mate.
It's just corpses in it.
It's just so casual. Oh my god. So yeah, England smells like corpses, confirmed, basically. Some of my family, they live in England, and it's like, oh my, like I've gone to visit them before, and it's horrible. Like especially like in like London, like in the middle. Like
I hate London. I hate London.
It's busy, and there's those stupid buses, the double-decker buses everywhere, like for the tours, and it's like, oh, I don't want to be here. Like I want to like go somewhere else, like somewhere a little nicer, you know.
Yeah, like I'm so thankful that my mom lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
like it's a long drive, and every time like I get car sick, but it's worth it to not be in London. Like I can't stand London. Like I remember last time I was there, I went to like, okay, so the thing about London is, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, like everything feels like it's about to fall apart at any second.
Old.
And like I went to, I think it was Harrods, which I will never go in there again because I've never felt so poor in my life. But there were escalators, like really, really long, tall escalators.
Yeah.
And they, like, you know those like videos of like people getting eaten by escalators?
Yes.
Like, I felt like that was gonna happen to me every time I got on those.
Oh, that's horrible.
They were so scary, and they were so like high up.
Yes.
And like really narrow, and it was just, I hated it.
That's like the escalators when you get off on the tube, like when like, I don't know, like when you're in like the underground, you know, like when you have to come up from the train station, like the escalators are so big and narrow, and I've seen videos of people like falling down like off of them, and I always get, because it's so busy. And one of the most like hilarious things about like England, especially like in London, is everyone just acts like they're constantly like late for something.
Yeah, everyone's always in a hurry for something. It's so annoying.
If you take like 2 seconds, like just to stand there, like just before getting on the escalator, it's like, oh, like they're like, oh my god, like, why are you taking so long? Like, hurry up. And it just feels like, because everyone's in a hurry, you're like, there's people walking around you, and then someone's gonna fall off the escalator, and and then it will be over. Yeah. Oh, it's so scary, and I don't want to get sucked into an escalator. I mean,
yeah, like, no, thank you.
Have you ever like had a fantasy though about being sucked into an escalator, or is that like not your thing?
I think because put me in a wood chipper, like, you know what I mean? Like, put me in a wood chipper before you put me in an escalator, because like, if I'm gonna be, you know, ground beef, then I would choose that ground beef method over, because like I feel like the escalator like videos like are so like prolonged, like, you know what I mean, like. It's
slow.
Yes, like I don't want that.
Also, like a wood chipper that's the design of it. You know, it's sharp.
Right, right. It's supposed to chip wood, whereas like an escalator's not supposed to eat people.
Yeah, so it's just like you kind of it's like probably takes a lot longer and it's just more suffering, you know, and there's probably people around getting traumatized around you, and oh, it's just horrible. Yeah, getting gnawed on by an escalator. Nah, I would not enjoy that. Yeah, head. Oh yeah. So for being in a wood chipper though, yeah, would you go head first or legs first?
Legs first. If that means that I can like poke my head out and like see.
Yeah. Be like,
bits.
Yeah. I mean, I heard like after someone like if they get like their head chopped off or something, they can see, or they can like look around for a little bit. Like they're still like conscious. Yeah,
I've
which
heard
is weird.
that. Like there are stories of like beheadings and stuff where like the head was still like functioning, and like
I mean
that's
I mean the thing is like, yeah, it's only for a few seconds. I have two things about that. Firstly, no, it's not a myth. It's not a myth. Okay, let me believe this. But like, how would you know? Like, who's someone like that got their head chopped off that can be like, yep, I was conscious for like 5 seconds after, by the way.
Yeah. That should be your next interview, I think, is like
someone
who got their head chopped off.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I think, okay, so I think the reason for that myth is because you kind of like, because of the spasms that people have like after. That could probably be why. I know there is brain activity, but like that's like kind of, I guess it, yeah, again, like spasms that they have or whatever. But I don't know. The headless horseman, yeah, exactly. That's who I'll interview next. I'll interview that guy. We'll see if I can get him on for an interview. Oh my god. I feel like I'd be like, I don't know, I think about the wood chipper thing and it makes me a little like, I feel like stuff like that would make me a little nervous. Like if you could like be put in a wood chipper and then like somehow like ghosts exist and you could be like a ghost, would you want someone to like, would you want to watch someone eat you? Like, is that something that
I actually like, I have this, I've mentioned it on my streams before.
Yeah.
So I probably sound like a broken record to like everyone who like already watches me, but like I have this thing for like meat girls, like like girls like packaged like you would meat.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is about that, but like that's what I would want. Like if like eat me, please. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't let me go to waste. Like just consume my flesh, you know.
I like the ones where it looks like they're like fish, like packaged like fish or something.
Yeah. Like in like the usual like saran or cellophane or whatever it is.
Yeah, like the saran wrap and the little thingy-majiggy. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, like I don't know, I can't remember like why I like it so much, but like I think it's because it's like it's environmental storytelling.
Yeah. No, that's a cool way to think about it. Like, I guess like, I don't know, what would you say as far as like, okay, say like someone's about to like kill you and they're like, okay, I'm gonna eat you. Like, which way would you want to be eaten? Like, what would be like the most ideal method?
Am I alive for this?
Does the answer change whether or not
Yes.
you're alive? Okay, tell me alive and then tell me the dead answer.
Okay, if I was alive, I would want to be like eaten raw.
Yeah.
Like that would be my ideal. But if I was dead, then I would want to be like roasted like on a spit. Like, I know that's like cartoony and silly, but
no,
like,
it's
I
not.
like
It's not. Like the best gore image. You know the one of the lady, like the. Have you gone on Best Gore before?
Yeah.
The like cover picture is a girl like, and she's got like a huge like pole basically going from like her mouth, like out of
Yeah, the like Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like, so I don't know. You know what I feel like would be cool? Like if you like got like barbecued or something, and you had like those barbecue lines on you. You know?
Yeah. I see that a lot in art too.
Yeah, that would
Like,
be interesting.
specifically barbecue.
Yeah, I think it's something about like the little lines and like you get a little golden, like little tan. It's kind of cool.
It's the details. It's the environmental storytelling.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the grill marks, little sizzle lines. However, like so about like being like eaten raw and stuff. I mean, like what part about that is appealing to you?
I think, okay, this goes back to being afraid of something again.
Yeah.
But I remember playing like Resident Evil.
Oh,
when
okay.
I was, like really little.
Yeah.
And like the death, they were, you know, they weren't explicit, the death scenes or like the game overs.
Yeah.
And I was like, to be like torn apart like that, like that would be ideal. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it'd be more like being torn than being like bitten into or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's that. Okay, like, wouldn't that be really painful though? Or like, is that something that you'd enjoy?
That's the goal.
Oh, that's the goal. I see. Yeah, I guess I understand that to an extent. Like I mean, you know what? I've seen people like that like. What's it called? There was like a case about this this guy that got like that wanted to eat someone, and then this guy like volunteered for it. Yeah. Please never actually die like that, but like it's a cool fantasy.
I mean, like they were consenting, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, like,
I don't think they should have been charged if they were consenting.
Yeah, like it was the dude wanted to die and the other dude wanted to eat him. So like I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. Like I feel like I don't know, I feel like something that was kind of interesting about that, and I didn't even know that people wanted to do that, but I think he had like a specific ask to like have, you know, his like dick cut off and to like cook it with him or something. Or was that a different case? I can't remember, but he wanted to like
I think that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
I think I saw that and I'm like, huh, I didn't know that it was like a thing that someone wanted to do, like have that cut off and like to be able to have it cooked like that with someone. You know, it's interesting. Yeah, no, I know there was a Japanese guy as well that like was like famous for it and then didn't go to prison, and now he does like interviews and like different stuff in Japan. Like he wrote this book about what it was actually like to eat people or whatever. Have you seen that? I think they made like a manga of it.
Yeah, like from what everyone who has eaten people says is that it tastes like pork.
Yeah.
Which like, okay, like let me say this. Let me set the record straight. I like sausage. I like bacon. I don't like ham.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like ham. I don't think it's good. So if like human has the same texture as ham, I would not personally eat it.
Yeah.
But
but you can understand why people would, I guess, like it in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that kind of brings me to another question that I was gonna ask. Like, does it ever like go the other way for you, where you would want to, you know, like hurt someone else, or you know, do things to someone else, or do you think that it only kind of goes one way for you?
I'm not really that sadistic. So like I played this game from like forever ago. It was a flash game where you like torture a girl.
Yeah.
And I was like,
what's the name of that game?
It. Ryojoku Hachigoku, I think.
Okay.
And it was more like me projecting myself. Like, you know what I mean?
Like self-insert.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I was like doing all the things that I would want happen to me.
Yeah.
It was like the golden rule or whatever, like do unto others as you would want to be treated.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, I shocked her with a cattle prod.
Oh, wow, okay, yep.
But that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun screen.
In a self-insert way, like it's a fun thing to think about, but like it's way more, you're like more interested in like having someone else do that to you.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like,
yeah.
I'm not, I don't know, I'm not really sadistic, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's like totally fair. Like, I know for a lot of people it doesn't go the other way.
I'm definitely like a masochist, like through and through.
Yeah,
like 110%. Like, I'm very masochistic. So
yeah. I mean, do you have any like early memories of like kind of realizing that that was something that you were into, like, or like kind of something that brought you down that kind of path?
Definitely. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
I would say like definitely like once again, like my chun's daily life,
Yeah.
like was my first exposure to like, okay, well, like this thing you can like get like horny from it. Like it was something a concept I didn't really understand until like I actually read it. Because I mean, like the first thing I saw was like not what I was wanting, which was like the baby fuck, and I was like, all right, well, this is weird. But then like the rest of it, like also like the girl that was like turned into like a nugget, basically, that was like written really sad. I was like, why is this like making me horny? Like this is sad. Like I shouldn't be like what's wrong with me?
Yeah, you feel kind of guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I definitely like felt a lot of guilt for it for a while.
Oh no.
Because I was like I definitely like thought, okay, well, you know, there's definitely something wrong with me. Because this is not normal. Like, if you ask anybody, it's not normal.
Yeah.
But then I stopped caring.
That's the important thing, you know? You shouldn't really care too much about... I mean, to an extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's... I was technically not hurting anyone. I mean, there were people being hurt, but I wasn't doing it, so...
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like if it's something that you want to do to yourself, and, you know, it's not like there's any danger there of you going out and hurting people, like, because, you know, that's not something that you're into, like, I don't really see how that could be, you know, like, I think as long as you're not hurting anyone, it's totally fine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's, you know, something I'm realizing, like, now, but...
And, yeah. And
if I could, like, go back in time...
things.
Oh, yeah. Like, I could always be like... okay, do you know what a dorse is?
No, please explain.
Okay, so... But let me preface this by saying there are not a lot of things that bother me.
Yeah.
Like, I am a very open-minded and accepting person when it comes to kinks.
Yeah.
But dorses? Okay, so it's like... Okay, so you know the like, the blowjob face?
Yeah.
Imagine that elongated and, like, on the body of, like, a fleshy horse. Like,
oh, that's what that is!
Yes, those! I hate those.
No, I don't. Oh, no, I don't really. No, I don't. I don't like those at all.
They're scary.
That is scary. I remember seeing that on like Guru Chan and being like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know. I didn't know that's what it was.
That's where I draw the line.
No, that's totally fair. I mean, like, how... I feel like for me personally, because I obviously like a lot of, you know, weird things, but I guess like as far as I go and like where I draw the line is maybe like I guess people that like oh god, what's it called? Like people that are like zoo sadists and stuff, like that's where I'm like, nah.
Oh my god, like the monkey torture shit.
Oh,
like if I could
no.
find every one of those people and put them in the ground, I'd be happy.
Oh, I'd be very happy. Yeah, it's like it's one thing to be into people getting hurt, but animals, it's like, nah. No, I don't like that. I don't know. I love animals, so it makes me sad when I see that kind of thing. Yeah, or like I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's kind of where I draw the line with that kind of thing. Like I don't know, but I know there's a lot of people that kind of like ryona and guru stuff, or like but they also know when to draw the line, and I think that's kind of where it comes to. But I was gonna ask something else, and I know like you said beforehand that there was nothing that you kind of weren't comfortable talking about, but I did also want to ask, like, because I know you stream on Pump, so obviously I kind of I'm assuming like it's fine, but I mean, what are your views on like incorporating it with like lolly kind of stuff? I mean, would you say that you're a lolly yourself, or like
I would say so.
Yeah,
like I would definitely say so, and I feel like that's why I'm like kind of apprehensive to mention pomps and stuff, because I guess there's a lot of antis.
Yeah.
And so that's not. I mean that's a given. Yeah. That's a given. If you're on the internet, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like someone hates you. Yeah. So that's why I like Pomp, is because it does feel judgment free.
Yes, exactly.
So like, but as a result, because it is judgment free, then that brings in all the like the lolly bad.
Oh, like, how could you do
lolly
that?
Bad, let me go fuck a real kid. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's like
sorry.
That's like every lolly crusader. Like
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah, and that's the most hilarious thing. Have you seen those compilations of people that are like, oh, I hate lollies, and then like then the next like screen, it's like an arrest, of them actually doing something. It's like, well,
yep,
every fucking time. It's so bad. It's like, yeah, that'll show them that it's bad. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I think if you have any kind of interest in, even image boards, or like kind of anything to do with like the internet before it kind of got wiped down and like sanitized, it's like you're probably not going to have as much of a problem with that kind of stuff, because I think it's so normalized in, especially if you like anime.
Yeah, like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
Loli is otaku culture.
It is. It is.
If you have a problem with it, then you don't belong in this space. I'm sorry.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, it's especially with VTubers, like VTubers that have come in, from like Twitch culture, or like people that just stream and they don't know about anime. Mostly girls that don't want to do, like, would be streamers anyway, but like don't want to do their makeup, to get ready for it. Yeah. So they're
we
like,
didn't gatekeep it hard enough.
No, we didn't. And there's people there that are like, oh my god, how come there's lollies in my VTubing community? It's like, the biggest VTuber in the world is a lolly. Like,
yeah, like, where do you think you are? Like,
yeah. It's so strange. It's like, why do you even like this, space then, if it's so problematic to you? You can't, there's nothing to change, there's, like, it's just rude, it's just mean, it's bullying, That's really mean.
I granted, I got into VTubing, like I said, like 2020, so things were still not as like they are now.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, there wasn't as much like, ooh, you know, this is problematic. So it's like
it was still pretty gay kept.
Yeah. So I mean, that's everything that becomes popular is going to have that effect.
Yeah, definitely.
So I get it. I don't like it. I don't like that I have to constantly like, you know, like look behind my shoulder to be like, oh, you know, what loli crusader has a problem with me today. So
yeah, it's just rude. It's just, and it's mean, and yeah, I hate people that will just, you know, shit on people that just so happen to be loli that are VTubers, like minding their own business.
Yeah,
especially on Twitter. It's always Twitter that it happens.
Yeah, what is there anything good that happens on Twitter?
No, I don't think so.
I've yet to see it, so
you know why? Like, as good as, you know, this might be a controversial opinion, but as good as, you know, some stuff, very niche, but some stuff was on Tumblr. Unfortunately, once Tumblr banned porn, all of the people on Tumblr moved to Twitter. So it's like that kind of culture has now really set itself in of, you know, people.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they banned porn and then they all are like, guys, let's go to Twitter now and let's share all our art and stuff on Twitter. Like, that's why, you know, Pixiv doesn't allow like loli art on it anymore, like just stuff like that. Cause
what?
Of, like, Tumblr, yeah, they're really against any loli stuff now. Just
I didn't know that, like, it used to be you would just have to like sign in to see it.
Yeah, no, now they're like banning people for that. That's really sad, actually. Yeah, I think it started like late last year or something. Yeah, but I think if you have it, the funny thing is, if you set it to Japan, it's fine, which is hilarious. Because it's like no one
really goes to show.
Yes, because it's only the West that like angry about it. Even like for non-sexualized loli stuff, it's like you gotta ruin it by like making it weird, you know? Like even like some stuff is just genuinely not weird and people just make it weird for no reason. Yeah, just change it to JP and it's fine. Put on your VPN and you shouldn't need to worry about it. But yeah, so much art is now being wiped and so much cool stuff on the internet is being wiped now because of that, you know? It's very sad.
Yeah, it's. I miss the old internet. Like,
yeah,
bring back like BBS, like forums. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
yes, exactly.
I miss when everything had its own forum.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there was a greater sense of community.
Yeah, because now everything's so integrated. It's like you.
Yes.
It's so people that don't really belong in certain places end up in them and they don't really want to go there and then they just judge you because they're there. Like, like I wish there was a specific like it would never work now on the current internet, but if there was like a specific forum like for VTubers and stuff, that would be like really cool where people could, you know, like talk about that kind of stuff and there wouldn't be anyone like from other communities coming in there and being like, oh, like, you know, this is so weird, you're a man with a voice changer, like every fucking
imagine
viral
thinking
post.
You're like the first person to say that, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine thinking that like you're saying something unique when you're like, oh, the man with the voice changer.
Man.
Like,
why do you want me to be a man so bad? Are you gay?
Yeah, what's that say about you?
Yeah, stop thinking everyone's a man. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, yeah, I know places like that exist where people can just talk about VTubers, but I don't know, as much as I like being anonymous, there's something also very comfy about, like, having, like, a profile on a forum and having your own little signature, you know?
Oh my god, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, like, it's so cute. I like having a little profile and... Oh my, I was so cringy about it on some places. I'd like make it so all my posts had the same font and the same color. And like, so it would match.
Like, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Like...
I loved doing that. It was so fun. Yeah, and I would just make it all like really pretty and I don't know, and each like different place I was at would kind of have like I guess like different theming around the kind of stuff I would post. It was nice. I liked doing stuff like that. It's just not the same anymore. Yeah.
No, it's really not. And like, so I understand that like Reddit has individual sub forums, but like
Yeah.
I don't want to use Reddit.
Yeah.
I really don't want to.
The tricky thing about Reddit is that it is like, well, the initial point of it was that it was supposed to be like, you know, free speech and stuff, and now it's like unmoderated. Sorry, it's not unmoderated. It's heavily moderated, and like just, you know, very like, I don't know. You can't like have any different opinion to the kind of normal opinion. Otherwise, it will get banned, or like it will be what's it called? Like downvoted, so like no one can see it, or like just stuff like that. It's really sad, you know.
That's like the dumbest concept I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's
like,
terrible.
The downvoting thing.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. Like, I remember like actually this is like funny, but when Reddit first started, I kind of was like, hey, like this is kind of cool. Like, you know, it's a free speech place, so you can like have like kind of like a forum, like kind of like experience, and then once it kind of got very heavily moderated, it's like, nope, I'm out, bye. I don't want to deal with this.
Everything I hear is like not a good time, so I feel like I'm okay not using it.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're
like,
fine.
I don't have that. Yeah, like the fear of missing out, I don't have that.
Definitely not. Like, it's the same parroted like stuff every 5 seconds, and you know, even in the places where they talk about VTubers, like, you know something's bad when Reddit's being negative about something, like, you know, because they don't allow negativity a lot of the time, so like, you know it's bad.
Why would you want to like immerse yourself in that culture? Like, I don't understand.
No,
like,
I don't understand.
The like an echo chamber, like I don't.
They love
like
the
challenged.
echo chamber. Yes, no, me too.
I don't want that. Like, I remember so many days on forums, like getting into arguments with people. And, like,
I love doing that.
Yeah.
You know what's bad when the admin has to come in and be like, break it up, guys. You've been arguing for like 3 hours. But it was fun.
Yeah.
But like now, if you try to argue with anyone, it's like, you know, bye. Like, you get downvoted and your opinion doesn't even get to be seen. You know, it's sad.
Yeah, that's I hate that. I
It's
hate
sad.
that.
You know, and I mean,
That's why, like, you know, I still use 4chan because like that's one of the few places where I can go and like, you know, I see someone with a shit opinion, and I'm gonna be like, listen, you got a shit opinion, and they'll be like, well, here's why I have the shit opinion.
exactly.
And then I get that like that interaction.
Yeah, it's still like
You know
a
what I
similar
mean?
feel, I guess. Yeah, because you get that interaction, but it's like, it's also like, if you like, it's in a way that's I guess, yeah, there are people that just shitpost for no reason and like just to get a reaction from others. But if you're like genuinely having a discussion with someone, there are people that will interact with you in that way, and will kind of hear you out on your opinion, and like, you know, argue with you like in the nicest way possible. I don't know. It depends on where you're going, but yeah, it's there are definitely, I think there is like, I guess, a place where it's still like you can have those negative opinions, and it's not like deleted. I mean, sometimes it's not deleted, sometimes it is. It depends on where you are and how you know, the maids are feeling that day, you know.
You know, that's something that like, so one board I frequent is VR.
Yeah,
Because like that is a board where people come together and they talk about fucking video games.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's and like I don't really play much of anything released after like 2012 anyway.
yeah.
So everything I like is considered retro, which is
It's
distressing.
funny. It is distressing. It's horrible.
What do you mean the PS2 is retro? Shut up.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I
It's
argue with
not
people on this
retro.
all the time.
But like VR is great. and
Yes, yeah, it
I
is.
have genuinely good conversations with people on there.
Yeah,
But
and
V is garbage.
oh my
Like,
god.
I can't. I mean, every so often I'll be like, oh, you know, what is it? And then it's like porn thread, bot, porn thread, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, if I wanted porn, I'd go somewhere else.
Yeah. Since the console war like bullshit kind of started, it was like, well, it's over now. Like, and like a lot of different places where you talk about video games there. But no, VR's really good because I feel like the quieter places, like the quieter boards, are a lot more comfortable because like people are nicer and it's less shit posty and people are genuinely wanting to have conversations. Like I really like this game Klonoa I'm just playing now. I actually got the idea to play it off of a VR thread because they were like, oh, what's like some of the best like childhood memories you've had like from you know, or like a comfy game, you know, whatever, and they said this game and it's really good. So like sometimes you get really good game recommendations off of it.
Yeah, like that's 100% the case. And like my favorite kind of thread is usually around like Christmas, but when people have like snowy areas in video games and like retro games, like that is like my favorite kind of thread.
I like the Yume Nikki ones where they show like the little snowy bit with the snowy theme song. I can't remember what it's called, but from that game, they always have some good stuff from there as well.
Speaking of which, did you ever go on Uboa-chan back in the day?
Yes, I did. Oh my god, I like love that community. It was really nice. Is it still around?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't like actually made the effort to look it up, but like I remember everyone was just like theories and like I remember getting really into theories, and it was just like. And I guess, you know, some of that still lives today. Like, as much as, you know, I don't care about, like, Five Nights at Freddy's, I remember when the first one was released, there were constant, like, a single constant thread open of people trying to, like, figure out what was going on.
Yeah, that was so fun.
I thought that was, like, yeah, it was fun. Like, it was, like, I don't know, you don't get that anymore.
Yeah, like I guess I love people kind of trying to figure out mysteries behind like games and theories and stuff like that. And that's something I really enjoyed about Yume Nikki because it's such like a kind of, I guess, it's pretty mysterious, especially if you don't play the full game. You just kind of exploring.
Yeah, like everything is up to interpretation.
Yeah,
and I think that's cool.
And that's like one of like and because it's so up to interpretation, like the people on there were always, I guess, like kind of putting their own experiences in and talking about how that would kind of correlate to like a theory that they're trying to figure out about the game or what it means to them, you know what I mean, like what the game means to them. And I always found that really cool. And I feel like it's always like the more I guess people would consider them cringy games that kind of get those theories. Like as much as I don't know, like other people like sometimes cringe at the fact that I really like this game, but like Undertale I like really like, and people really get into the theories and the stories and the characters from that game, and I always find it really fun like when people do that. Like sometimes
it's got that sense of community again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like so many people get in on it, and I guess talk about the story and enjoy it as much as like each other, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really nice, I guess.
Yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. And like now it's a little, because I guess like data mining is a thing, so stuff is less secret than it used to be. But I do like watching those videos that are like, oh, you know, secrets found in the video games like 20 years later, like stuff like that, like sense of like wonder, like
it's so cool. I mean, I like that people like as much as I enjoy that, like one of my favorite things was just people like looking everywhere like for secrets, like trying to, you know, I'll jump on this, or like I'll try and like roll here, or like I'll just try and do certain things in specific positions to like try and see if I can figure out secrets or like go out of bounds in the game and stuff. It was like so cool. Like, yeah. see people discovering new things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, nothing. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say like I'm like a Spyro girly.
Oh.
So like, Spyro always has, at least the first 3 games, have always like rewarded exploration.
Yes.
And like finding secrets. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I miss that. Like, you know, I miss like going off the beaten path and then being rewarded for doing so.
Yeah, I always same in the game I'm playing right now, Klonoa. Like, there's some like special things you can find only if you kind of like try to explore and find like certain secrets and stuff. And I know like newer games really don't do that anymore, but there are definitely like some really good indie releases that do that. And other RPG Maker games like similar to Yume Nikki also do it really well, like with secrets and trying to figure out that kind of stuff. I love, like, do you like RPG Maker games as well?
I do. I have a soft spot for like,
yes.
Like, okay, have you played Hylics?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Should I?
Not really. Yes. Okay, so it's not really as much secrets, but it's just a really good RPG Maker game. Like, it's got such a unique art style to it. Like, I think the artist's name is like Mason Lindroth or something like that, and he combines like sculptures with like real life 3D sculptures with like just psychedelic, just surreal. It's gorgeous. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, you've got to experience it to know what I'm talking about. Like, it's awesome.
I might play this next week, actually. I just searched it up. That's an awesome art style.
Isn't it? I'm obsessed.
That's so cool.
Hylics is great.
I can't believe I haven't seen this before. Yeah, I've seen a lot that use like interesting like mediums for games, like claymation and stuff. Like, it's so cool. This looks awesome, actually. Is it long?
It's not super long. Not super long. I don't remember how long it took me to beat it the first time.
Yeah.
I remember the sequel being a little longer, but no, Hylics is great. There's another RPG Maker game that came out recently. I don't remember what it's called. But it has like a medieval look to it. Okay. But it's like okay, hold on, I gotta Google this.
Okay, that's okay.
Because it's gonna kill me if I don't remember what it's called. It's got like I don't remember what language I'm like trying different combinations of stuff now to try and find it.
Okay.
Felvidek. Felvidek. But that's got an awesome art style. Like, I'm such a sucker for just like weird art styles.
Yeah, no, they can definitely add a lot to a game. Like, I feel like it shows, I guess, the creativity of the person that's making it, and they're trying to like make something different and cool, and I guess it can really add to the experience. Oh my god, this looks so cool! What the hell? Wait, I'm just looking on Steam. Oh wow! Wait, when did this come out? It came out really recently.
It's pretty recent.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, I need to put both of these in my little thingy-majiggy. Actually, you know what? This game kind of ish, like some of it kind of, well, actually not really, but like I guess I just see this one thing where they kind of look like it's 3D, like on a 2D background. It almost looks like a game that I feel like you might like. It's like an older game. I don't know if you've played it, but I played it kind of recently, like Phantasmagoria. Have you played that game?
Oh my god, Phantasmagoria 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Really?
Like, yes. Okay, so I like the first Phantasmagoria, but like the story in Phantasmagoria 2,
I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it yet. Don't spoil the story.
I won't spoil it.
But like,
I won't spoil it.
Oh my god, I'm actually so glad that you like it. That's really cool. Like, okay, so for the like something that kind of, I guess, made it like really interesting to me was like, I guess all of the death scenes. I don't know. I just feel like you'd enjoy them as well. Like, did you like the death scenes?
Some of them are a little silly.
Yeah, but it's funny.
I see what they were going for, and I imagine at the time it was shocking.
Yeah.
But
you know that game was banned in Australia for like the longest time?
What?
Yeah. Australia has a stupid censorship thing that like there's so many games that are banned in Australia. Like it's insane. But yeah, no, it was banned here for like a long time. My favorite death scene personally is when he feeds that lady like soil.
It was literally, that was on the tip of my tongue.
Yes.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
It's so fucking absurd and weird. It's like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god.
It's creative. It's creative.
It's I mean, they had to find out they had to make a depth for the greenhouse area. I mean, I guess they did it. It was interesting. I wonder if that would actually work. Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't want to find out. That doesn't sound like a good way to go, to be honest, for me.
I have like a weird confession that like might be weirder than I think my eyes hurting. I have a weird confession that might be weirder than the Guro and the Ryona and the vomit and the pee.
Yes.
I like the taste of dirt.
Really?
I love the taste of dirt.
Really? When did you figure this out?
Like okay. I discovered it when like my mom got like potatoes, and she baked them and she didn't really wash them off. And I got one that was like literally like covered in dirt still. And I was like, this is actually good.
Yummy.
But that's how I know, like I think I have some kind of like nutritional deficiency.
Yes, probably if you're eating dirt.
I love it. I love the taste of dirt.
Actually, I used to eat like really weird things as well. Like when I was little, like I used to eat like in Australia. I don't know if you have these, like, you know, eucalyptus leaves.
Wait, you can eat those? I thought those were toxic.
Well, technically they are, but they're kind of good, and I ate them because at my school we had like a eucalyptus tree, and I would like eat them, and like the leaves, and it was actually really good. It was like kind of, they were a little spicy. Like maybe it's because they were toxic. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was the poison.
I don't know, but it was kind of good. Like sometimes when I was like really little, like in school, I would go like on all fours, like in the playground, and I would like eat the grass and pretend I was a cow.
You know what? I can't judge you for that. I can't.
I mean, you eat dirt. You can't judge me.
I eat dirt. So like, dirt grows the grass. So
yeah, it's like one and the same.
Yeah.
I just feel like texturally, like the dirt, like, I mean, do you have like, if you were to, you know what, you should do a dirt trying string where you try like dirt from different locations and see which one's the best and put it like in a tier list or something.
That's genius. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna do that.
Yes, please. I'll watch it. Yummy bowl of dirt. You could, you know what, even like at some point, if you have any leftover, you could like do this like fun thing. You know how you have those like mealworms? Like you could put them in there, you know, and like have like eat like mealworms in dirt. Delicious.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, so, you know, like, do you have worms and dirt over there, like the dessert?
Yes, they're yummy.
So it's like that, but you know, like actually,
like actually, yeah. That's so funny. Yes, you should do that.
I gotta say, the grossest thing I used to eat as a kid. So, okay, I'm actually like a little embarrassed to admit this. So, I would wear gloves when I was riding my bike.
Yeah.
And I would ride my bike on like a dirt track, and I would fall often. Like I was always crashing because I just not good on my bike.
Oh no, okay.
And my gloves would soak up my sweat and the taste of dirt, and I would literally just like suck on my glove.
What a good combination, salty dirt.
I don't think I've never told anyone that before.
Well, they're telling a whole live stream of people. Yay. That's actually pretty respectable.
For everything.
That's pretty good. Like, I bet it, I don't know, with like the salt incorporated in there from the sweat, like with the like rubbery
good.
glove. Yeah.
It was good. Like, okay, do you remember, like, there was I don't remember if it was a tweet or a Tumblr post or something, but it was somebody talking about this, like, Webkinz cat that they would, like, soak in milk, and they would, like, suck the milk out of the cat.
No, no, why are you reminding me of this?
Because that's what I was doing with my glove.
Yeah, no, that is exactly what you were doing with your glove. God.
So when that post was making the rounds, I was like, why is everyone making fun of her? Like, I get it.
This is normal. It's normal behavior. Oh my god, you should try to replicate that, and then like have in your tasting stream, sweaty dirt glove taste test. Just eat the glove. No, please don't accidentally, like, I don't know, eat, I don't know, whatever the rubber the glove is made out of. Don't do that.
Well, they were like fabric gloves. Like, they were fabric gloves. Yes, like it wasn't like a rubber glove. It was a fabric glove.
Yeah, no
with,
shit.
like,
why would you be riding a bike with the rubber gardening gloves? I don't know why I was thinking of that. That would be really weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I was a weird kid, okay?
Yeah, but I don't know why I was envisioning you, like, riding a bike with, like, gardening gloves on. I don't know why. Like, that's just what I had thought of. But that makes way more sense to me now. Okay. God, sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Like, you know, that's not the worst thing you could eat, though. Like, dirt. Even though there's probably, like, really, like, bad, like, germs and stuff within the dirt, like, it's probably not that bad, you know? There could be, there's worse things you could eat, like, sand is worse.
Yes. Like, oh my gosh, I remember, this actually wasn't that long ago, this is like a couple of years ago, I was on my bike, and it was like, I think it was around COVID, so I was like, you know, I'm tired of being cooped up in my house, so I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna ride my bike. So I took my bike to a park that had a walking trail.
Yeah.
And the walking trail was sand and shell chunks.
Oh.
And I got on my bike, and then in front of like these like kids, I went to pedal, and like I turned a corner and then immediately ate shit. Like,
oh, no.
I think in retrospect, I think my back tire slipped.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went flying, and I went flying face first into the sand and shell combo.
Ah.
And like, I was like spitting out sand for days.
Oh, that's horrible.
Like, it was not good. And like, I busted up my face, like,
yeah.
I still have like a mark in my eyebrow from it. Like,
oh, really?
It was, yeah, like, because the shells are so sharp.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, they must have been extremely sharp on your face.
Yeah, so like, the first thing I did, so I was delirious. Like, I definitely fell really hard, and the first thing I did was call my mom in England because she was gonna do anything.
Oh no, she was gonna come help you and go fly and pick you up.
She was like, Pamu, why are you calling me? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh no, you got blood on your face now.
Oh, wait. Oh, I do. I forgot. I have that as a redeem, so somebody must have redeemed it on Twitch.
You're replicating what your face would look like when you fell over.
Yeah, Like, oh, that's actually not far off. Like, I was bruised and like bloody,
Bleeding,
and it was just The only thing this is missing is like being covered in sand.
I'm just thinking about the texture of the sand, like in your mouth. It would be horrible.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was like,
Wow.
because sand is so tiny that like it's easy to spit out a rock,
Yeah.
but like spitting out sand, like you can't. Yeah, like literally, like for days I was spitting it out.
Have you ever seen like what sand looks like under a microscope?
Yeah, it's actually really cool. It's like snowflakes almost.
I know, but it scares me. Like, I don't want to eat sand, like, because of, like, the way that it looks. It's, like, teeny tiny little shells and stuff. Like, I don't want to eat little shells. Like, no thank you. I would rather eat dirt, to be honest. Like, it scares me. Yeah, and it's rough.
That's
Ugh.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Like, and sand doesn't really have a taste. Like,
yeah.
Dirt has a very specific flavor. And I can't describe it other than like it's the taste of dirt. So I was like, I was thinking about for streams, like getting the regular Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
Because I saw one was like chocolate pudding or dirt.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's not really like a punishment. Like,
it's a reward.
That's a good time. Yeah, like just buy me like find me a package of just dirt jelly beans and I would be happy.
You could probably be happy just if someone sent you like a package of dirt.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
should I put like
you.
I'm gonna put like soil on my wish list.
Yeah.
Like, I have a pet chinchilla, and I put
wait a fucking minute. You have a pet chinchilla and you didn't even tell me? You haven't told me this sooner? Wow.
Her name is Beef.
Oh wow. Wait, do you have any photos? I won't show it, but like I just want to see. Do you mind?
Yes, I will send you some photos of Beef.
Oh my god, it's the best day of my life. I love chinchillas. Wow.
She's awake right now, and
What?
she's like sitting in the corner of her cage staring at me.
She's crazy. What is she looking at you for?
I don't know. She always like I feel like she's judging me all the time.
No.
Like, I feel like when I'm like staring at my phone and I'm looking at like porn or something and she's looking at me and I'm like, you know what I'm doing. Like,
oh,
I know you know.
I
Like,
can't
I
have
can
my
see it
pets
in
in my room when I'm doing that. I just can't. I can't. I feel too bad.
Yeah, I feel horrible. And then like I have to like be like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like,
Yeah.
stop staring at me.
I can't even be naked around my pets. I'm like, don't look at me. Like they don't. It's not like they know, but it feels weird. Did you know I have pet rabbits?
Oh,
have you seen them?
I love rabbits.
Wait, I'll link you a tweet that I posted with them in it. Cause they're, oh my gosh, they're just very, very lovely. I feel like chinchillas and rabbits are like, they could be good friends.
Yeah, like I was thinking that the other day actually, because like I was watching her move around her cage, and she hops.
Yeah, like a little rabbit.
Exactly, and like they do the same thing when they're happy too. Like I know for a rabbit it's called like binky.
Yeah,
or something.
they binky. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like chinchillas, they call it popcorning.
Yes. Oh, does she popcorn?
It's so cute. She does popcorn, and she does parkour. And she's my angel, and I love her.
Well, I sent you a photo on Discord of them, by the way.
Oh!
Yes, they're married. I love them. Yes.
They're so cute.
Yes, little man is on the left. He's a nice man, and then that's little lady on the right.
I love them.
They had a wedding and everything. They're officially married. I bet they would be best friends with your chinchilla.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I just found a picture of her that I have on here. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so she does this thing where she has like a little house, and she'll get on top of that house, between the house and the bottom layer, or the like bottom of the. So she's got like a 2-tiered cage.
Yeah.
and she'll get. You'll see. So she squishes herself between the top of the cage or the bottom of the cage and the top of the house.
She's so cute. Oh my god! Look at her little ears and her little nose. Oh, so cute. And her little whiskers. Why does she have 2 different colored whiskers? Why are they different colors?
I don't know.
So cute. What is she? Is she
then,
like feeling comfy in that?
Yeah, I think so. Like I like to hope so.
Yeah, she probably is.
I know that like rodents. Here's another one too. I know that rodents, when they are really happy, they get really flat.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what that is.
Oh my god, wow. So beautiful. What a beautiful lady. Wow, so
isn't she just like the cutest?
So
oh my god.
elegant and distinguished and beautiful. Wow. Yeah,
she's like super photogenic.
She is. She looks gorgeous here. Her fur looks so soft. Chinchilla fur is like the softest fur like ever. Like, oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, they do. My rabbits, they like pancake and get like really flat when they're happy.
Oh.
They like put their little heads down together and they'll like face their like faces together and they'll like go down into this little like pancakey loaf and they'll like touch their little heads together and they'll fall asleep like that.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
that's so cute.
They're so in love. It's adorable.
Oh, I really want to get Beef a friend because like you're supposed to usually keep chinchillas in pairs.
Yeah.
So at some point I will get her a friend.
Oh.
But like they say that like so the way that you're supposed to like acclimate them to each other is called smushing.
Yeah.
Where like you put them in like a really tiny space. So like they have no choice but to be like, okay, well this is my life now.
Yeah, to
so,
be
like,
friends.
Yeah, like that was kind of my worry. It was like, okay, well what if they don't get along? But apparently that works really well.
Yeah.
So
some like animals are definitely way easier than others to pair. I know rabbits can be hard, like it can be pretty hard like to find them a good partner. But I think for chinchillas and like other rodents and stuff, they can sometimes like really get along together very nicely, like pretty quickly. They don't seem to like have too much of like, I don't know, they're not as like territorial or like skittish as rabbits can be, you know what I mean? So they're less like, they get less nervous, you know? I love watching videos of chinchillas like jumping around like really high.
It's
and
so cute.
Do you give her like, does she take like little dust baths and stuff too?
Yes, I give her dust baths like 2 to 3 times a week and it's the cutest thing ever.
Oh.
She's so happy.
I've seen so many videos of that and it's like, oh, I wish I could give like my little rabbit like little dust baths like chinchillas do because they look so cute doing it. I love it.
It's so cute. Like she does like backflips in the sand and like rolls around and like you can tell just by like looking at her that she's really happy.
Yeah.
Like she's so cute. And like I really like to give her shredded wheat, like unfrosted shredded wheat as a kid. Oh
right, yeah.
Or not as a kid. Why did I just say as a kid? I do that now.
Yeah.
But I give her those and she's gotten to the point where if I crinkle the bag, she runs out.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, and she looks at me like, bitch, where's my treat? Like,
yes.
And then I'll hold the treat in front of her and she'll like grab at it. Like she'll stick out her hands and like, you know, do like grabby hands.
Oh
it's
my
so
god!
Cute.
That's so cute. Yeah, that's the thing with chinchillas. Like they have little hands. Like
yeah. The other day, I was trying to get a picture of her, so I zoomed my camera in, and then it was blurry.
Yeah.
So I just got closer with my camera, and then she started slapping my camera through the bars.
Wow. What an attitude.
Yeah.
Let me take photos of you, lady. Like my rabbits will like because obviously they've got little paws, they don't have like proper little hands like chinchillas do, or like mice or anything, and like so instead, like if I'm taking a photo of my rabbits and they don't want to, they'll like go on their hind legs and they'll like try to headbutt the camera. It's really rude. Or like yesterday I was on the couch with my rabbit and I was like I was about to watch like TV, because my rabbits, they like free roam around the house, so they like just hop everywhere they want, and they like he like hopped up on the couch and I was about to turn on the TV and he like head butted it like off of the couch. Like he's like, no, why are you being distracted? Like, give me pats, don't like watch the TV.
That is like one thing that makes me a little sad about chinchillas is they don't really like to be like touched.
Yeah.
Like I can, you know, scratch her behind the ears and she likes it. But she, if you like touch her like backside, like they call it barking.
Oh.
Where it's this noise and she, okay, no joke, she straight up goes, ah!
Oh.
And it's so funny. But it's like, it makes me want to do it more.
Yeah. Oh, that poor little thing. Oh, that's so cute though. Aww.
It is the funniest little noise, like coming out of this animal, like
she's actually talking to you.
Yes, she is so sassy. Like,
wow.
Okay, last night she's been chewing on the liner of her cage.
Yeah,
which is not good.
No.
So I told her like, hey, Bee, stop, and she stopped and she looked at me. And then she squeaked and then went right back to it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Wow.
I just got disrespected in my own home.
She's rude. She knows she shouldn't be doing it. Wow. How rude.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
She's got a little personality. Like, I love her so much.
She sounds like my female rabbit, actually, because my male rabbit, he really likes being like picked up and cuddled and stuff, but my like little lady, she does not like it. She doesn't like being picked up, or like, you know, she likes a good head scratch, but that's about it. Like, she doesn't really like being touched too much. And I think that's the thing with like little animals like that, like they'll respect you if you respect like their personal space. And I guess just some of them have,
yeah,
the great thing about them having distinct personalities is, yeah, like some of them, you know, they love being like cuddled and picked up, and then others just don't. And like, you know, but that's nice because they're their own little, you know, little creatures. And you know, as much as people don't like that, you know, animals sometimes don't as well. And I think it's sweet, I don't know, in its own weird way. Like,
yeah, well, it's like they've got a conscience. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're little
like,
sentient guys.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, you know, she can bark at me, but I respect her.
Exactly. You know, sometimes I like to just imagine, especially like with little animals, like my rabbits, like I'm sure you think the same with your chinchilla, like it's got its own little brain, its own little heart, its little lungs, like it's so cute, like just, oh, like it's got its little like its little stomach and its little liver and stuff. Like, isn't that so cute? Like, it's probably so tiny, so teeny tiny and small. Like, I don't know, there's just something so sweet about thinking about it. Like, it's its own little like little thing. It's its own little guy, you know. And they just like,
yeah,
they don't like really talk to you, but they just kind of live in your house and they just kind of hang around, and like that's really cute.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Like, I love like poking her tummy.
Yes.
Like, it's my favorite thing because like it's so soft and she lets me do it. Like, you know, I can't touch her like, you know, like hind leg, but I can touch her stomach where it's like, you know, like vulnerable.
She
like,
should be protecting that bit. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't get it.
Well, that just means she trusts you, you know.
Yeah. And she, I guess like I do a lot of Googling. And I remember like around maybe like 3 months after I had her, she was like making these like really soft squeaks.
Aww.
And I was like, what does that mean? Like, is she dying? Like, what is that? So I Googled it, and apparently it's like they'll do that when they're just really happy. Like, when they're really happy and comfortable, they do these little itty bitty little soft squeaks. I can barely hear them.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
So cute.
That's
And
the
she does that when I
amazing
touch her
thing.
tummy too.
Oh, she loves it. That's so cute. I feel like animals like that can really calm you down, because if you're like petting them and they're like happy and they make their little cute noises, you have to like really focus on them and like kind of concentrate to make them feel comfy and to be able to, I guess, like hear it. Like, I don't know, like petting my rabbit and like hearing the little noises they make always calms me down.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's very, very it just makes your heart feel good.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like a little squeaky purr that they do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but oh, I probably need to. I'm honestly kind of tired, so I might go have a little like snooze, because I woke up kind of earlier for this stream today. But I really had a fun time interviewing you, and I mean, I would love to collab with you again soon if you would be open to it.
Absolutely, like 110%. This was a blast.
I
like,
had so much
seriously, I
fun.
haven't had this much fun in a long time.
Yeah. Oh, and quickly, if you wanted to mention, you have like an exciting collab coming up, don't you? Question mark.
Oh yes. I just recently, Thursday, had like the official discussion of what we're gonna do. But I am going to be collabing with my Oshi, which I still can't believe is real.
Yeah.
But Akira and I will be collabing soon with a mysterious third party that I have not. I'm not sure if I should mention yet.
Yeah.
But
be a bit of a secret.
Yes, but it is. Let me just say, it's a dream come true. It is a dream come true. It will most likely be on Akira's channel. That part we haven't ironed out yet.
Yeah.
So it most likely on YouTube. Maybe on Twitch. I don't know. We haven't ironed that part out yet. But
yeah.
It's happening.
I'm so excited for you, and when you told me, I had the same reaction. I was like, what? There's like no way. Like, that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you, and I'm sure you're gonna do really great.
Much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for coming today. I had like such a fun time with you. Yeah, and yeah, please, like, let's do this again sometime soon. Like, I'd love to play a game with you or just like chat again like today. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Like, this seriously was awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. I'll see ya.
See ya.
Hi, I just want to come on for one more second and just say again, thank you so much everyone for coming today. I had such a fun time, and I'll see you guys all later. Thank you again so much for coming. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will see you the next day. Okay. Maybe soon I might do a gorilla. I guess we'll see, but I'll see you guys soon. I had so much fun today, so I hope that you guys enjoyed the collab, and please make sure to check out Pamu, please, because she is so sweet and so lovely, and I had so much fun with her. I'm actually like really happy. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much guys for coming, and yeah, I'll see you again really soon. Okay, goodbye everyone. Now come to the rescue. Tampa Tampa.
Put on my shoulders, yank about for in the back walk. I'm waiting, I'm waiting.